Devil's probably right, but I don't know. Our lives benefit to the community.
Right.
Yeah. And that's, he had a real fight on his hands, putting a bunch of houses on. This is what people seem to want, like, for that, more people,
Right.
which is unusual.
Right.
I thought we'd get something like that.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no matter what. Oh, I heard it was on the contract. Somebody told me that. I don't know for what price until it closes, but yeah, sometimes people are just waiting for something like that. That surprised me when I saw it. But yeah, yes, it is. It's great.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's City Council meeting. We do have a quorum here, and we'll begin the meeting with invocation by Mayor Pro Tem Cook.
Please stand and pray with me. Gracious and loving God, we give you thanks for this day, for the many blessings you've given to each and every one of us. Thank you for this city. Thank you for the employees of this city, our first responders, our police, our fire, and our city staff and public works, and go all the way down the line. But we appreciate each and every one of them.
Yes.
Be with us tonight as a council as we go about the business of the city. Make sure we do it always to your glory, and that you're satisfied at the end. These things we ask in your name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before we move to the citizens addressing Mr. Meadows, you got an introduction that we need to make.
Yes, sir. We have with us tonight Randall Tucker. Randall has come on to the city July the 14th as the new public works director. Comes to us with a lot of knowledge, a lot of background, and he will be a big asset for our public works department.
Welcome.
Glad to have you.
Okay,
Randall Tucker.
welcome, sir. All right, we'll move ahead. Have we got?
Yes, sir. We have three.
Okay, let me just say a couple of things about when we have citizens speak, so everybody understands the process, because and I say a little bit of this every meeting, but we do invite citizens to make a 2-minute talk on something that that's important to you. When we call your name, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. When you come up to speak, we ask that you give us your name. After you've done this, you will have 2 minutes to make a statement. Shouldn't be a problem if you're prepared. And this is not a question and answer time. It's just a time for you to make a statement about what you want to say. When your 2 minutes are up, Ms. Lewis, raise your hand. We'll have a timer. She'll have an alarm that will sound. It will go off, and when her alarm goes off, we'll ask you to stop. And if you have notes or anything to be put on the record, she will certainly accept that. So one other thing that some of our folks that come a lot to our meetings have asked is to make sure everybody has your cell phones turned off, and don't answer them even if they ding, you know, because it disturbs folks in our audience. So want to make sure. All right, let's go, Ms. Lewis.
Miss Susan Galloway.
Susan Galloway, 106 East Maple Street, Clinton. Last month, Ms. Williams expressed an interest in hearing from recipients of the Community Assistance Grant. So I'm here tonight to thank council for your support and to give you a brief look at how Clinton Canopy spent your grant money last year. Grant money is invested back into the city. Clinton Canopy volunteers add our experience, expertise, and sweat equity to beautify our surroundings for everyone. We used last year's money to expand our Daffodils for Remembrance project and for plantings near the new park pavilions. Grant funds also went toward maintaining our website and purchasing chemicals and fertilizer for maintenance work on past project sites. Daffodils for Remembrance is now an annual event. Last year, approximately 40 citizens joined Clinton Canopy volunteers to plant 600 daffodil bulbs downtown near the railroad tracks. The flowers were in full bloom in March, creating a beautiful display in downtown Clinton. The bulbs are planted in memory or honor of loved ones, and the honorees' names are memorialized on our website. We also planted additional daffodils around town. Hurricane Helene caused a lot of destruction in the parks and delayed our work last fall. We began planting in the new park, by the new park pavilions in December when we celebrated Arbor Day. It was very meaningful work to begin planting something new after all the devastation. Other major projects were funded by grants from the Bailey Foundation and accommodations tax. If you're interested in reading about everything that we did last year, the full board report for 2024 is available on our website at clintoncanopy.org. Thank you again for your support, not only for last year, but also for your regular support every year.
Thank you.
I would like to say something if I may. I have noticed you ladies working out in the sun and all hours of the day, and I've stopped and taken pictures of you because I felt like we needed to share that. So they've gone to the Chronicle. I have not yet seen them in the Chronicle, but I want to thank you personally for the hard efforts y'all put out. And you've been diligent, and you are beautifying our city. Thank you so much.
And we just wanted you to know that the person taking pictures of you was not a stalker. It was just Mr. Kirkendall. Okay. Ms. Lewis, sorry.
Miss Onisha Goldsmith.
Onisha Goldsmith. It's okay. Good afternoon, esteemed council members. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering dedication to the City of Clinton and its citizens, particularly in the realm of economic development and support for small businesses like ours. We are truly appreciative of the Community Assistance Grant that we received. Again, my name is Onisha, and my husband, Jeremy Goldsmith, who is behind me. We are the proud founders of Commission Global Network, the Go Center. Our nonprofit organization serves the Clinton community as a multifaceted resource, featuring a youth lounge, a resource center, educational institute, and worship center. Over the past 4 years, we have fostered valuable community partnerships aimed at addressing social, economic, educational, environmental, and health disparities. One significant collaboration is aiding and feeding the Clinton community with Councilwoman Anita with Open Door Ministries. Our next collaboration is with Prisma Health Mobile Clinic, which allows us to serve as a mobile site for free healthcare services accessible to individuals regardless of their ability to pay. This vital service is available monthly for anyone age 2 and up. Additionally, we have partnered with Goodwill Mobile Missions, which provides essential resources such as resume building, job search assistance, and services tailored for veterans, seniors, college students, and more. In the summer, we host a free community youth empowerment program, and we become an open feeding site to families with children. During this program, we teach the kids professional development, agriculture, STEAM, arts and crafts, financial literacy, dance, healthy choices, sewing, and a plethora of other life and future building classes. The youth receive free breakfast, free lunch, free snacks, and also we provide a free back-to-school program, and we feed the community. The funds we have been allocated will be instrumental in enhancing and upgrading our classroom spaces, procuring supplies for community events, including youth initiatives and outreach programs for the city of Clinton, and furthering our administrative and operational capacity. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share our organization's mission and vision, and once again, we are profoundly grateful for our investment to our nonprofit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Normine?
Hello everyone, and thank you for giving me a chance to speak. My name is Normine Abujanus, and I have proudly owned and operate House of Pizza Clinton for many years. I'm standing here today not just as a business owner, but as someone who has invested in town. It's through hard work, effort, and belief in the community. But today, I want to be honest, I feel extremely disappointed and disrespect. We recently submitted a request to install a restaurant sign, that exact same sign that was previously approved at our old location by the same city, same design, same size, same business, same owners. We have now been denied 4 times. After everything we went through, including the fires and months of being closed, we finally reopened in a new space that was custom to fit our needs. We come back stronger, and we accept the city to stand with us. Instead, we are being blocked from reinstalling the same sign that was once approved with absolutely no change. That sign isn't about advertising. It's about being seen, being known, and staying open. We are not asking for anything new. We are not asking for anything extra. We are simply asking to install the same sign that city already said yes in the past. Nothing has changed except now the sign, the same people who once approved it are standing in our way. That's not just frustrating, that's unfair, and to be honest, it feels personal because this is our livelihood. We are independent restaurant, not corporations. And more than that, the sign also brings safety to the area. The street is very dark at night, and there are no security camera from the city on the block. A visible sign would help lighting up the area and make people feel safer. It's not just important for our business, it's helped entire block. We have worked so hard to grow together with this town. We put so much into this town, but the city hasn't done the same for us. And now I ask you, how do you accept people to see us as a town if we are not even being seen? Thank you for allowing me sharing my voice. I believe in the city, and I'm simply asking the city to believe in us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Normine.
That's all, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, the next thing we have on the agenda is the approval of minutes. The first is from the June 23rd meeting. We had some, we were waiting for some more information on that, and I think we have that, so.
Right, there were some questions about some things that were written in the June 23rd minutes. Ms. Lewis and I went back and reviewed the tape of those minutes, and the minutes correctly reflect what was said in the meeting.
Okay, and I think, so we cleared that up. We did, the minutes were correct.
Yes, sir.
And we had another question about the,
There was a question about some property
Right.
on Mount Moriah Church Road that was
Right.
owned by the church. That is not in the area that's being sold. That is a separate property, which is actually outside the city limits of Clinton.
okay. All right, so we have cleared that up, and then we also have the minutes from July the 7th meeting.
Mayor, in the correction that I was not in attendance on that meeting of June 23rd.
Okay, we'll add that. Okay. So we'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from June 23rd to July 7th. And we
So moved.
have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Smith. Okay, I think we've got that correction. We've cleared up. We got one more.
On the July 7th, it's like 4 pages, page 4, approval of resolution for Catawba purchase tower renewal. It doesn't have the outcome of the vote, so I just want to make sure that's on there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, any other corrections or additions? Okay, with those added, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we had talked last month about the appointments to the Board of Zoning Appeals, and I think, who's in charge? I'm gonna turn that over to Mr. Metters. Y'all,
We have, actually have 3 vacancies at this time on the BZA, Board of Zoning Appeals. If you remember correctly, at the last meeting, we approved Charlie Gustafson as the at-large member. And tonight, we're bringing to you Harriet Grant for Ward 2. And then we still will have one from Ward 4 and Ward 1 at a later date.
okay, so we need to elect or appoint, do we vote to appoint
Yes.
Ms. Grant? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to appoint Ms. Grant on the Board of Zoning Appeals.
So moved.
So, second.
Second by Ms. Williams. I think the motion was made by Mr. Kirkendall. Any questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And we welcome you to the Board of Zoning Appeals. Okay, Ms. Cogswell just
And
reminded
she
me
is
that I missed.
present, Mayor.
Well, please
She
stand.
was standing
There
up.
you go. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, we need to go back to.
I'm getting to that one, thank you.
Sorry.
I've been
No,
corrected
listen,
a
I'm
couple
right
of
there
times,
with
and I appreciate all the help. I mean, because I need it. I did skip over, we have 2 proclamations. One is for August, is Clinton Goes Back to School Month, and B is August is Connecting Cops and Communities Month. And we'll entertain a motion to proclaim both of those.
So moved.
We have a motion from Mr. Cook, second from Ms. Cogswell. Any questions or comments?
I have a question on the connecting with the police officer and community. Will that be anything in the community to be done as far as, and I guess I'm asking Chief Addison, with something to be planned in the community to bring the community and the officers together? Is something in the making for that? I just think that would be something good in the makings for police officer in the community to have that community day, whether it's a fun day or whatever kind of day. Is something decided on that?
Typically, this goes with the National Night Out, which is in here. But yeah, we'll be working towards the end of the month, and hopefully maybe it's a little bit cooler than it's been in some of the communities throughout the city. Possibly working with Clinton panels, so we can discuss some stuff to finalize those things towards the end of the month. So we'll post that out on our Facebook.
Thank you so much. Please let council know, because I definitely would like to be involved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any other questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries, and we will so proclaim. Okay, Mr. Metters, I'm gonna let you take it over.
Item number 8 was a presentation by Mr. Chris Wilkes about the zoning ordinance. He is not here, so we will just move over that one.
Okay,
Item number 9 City Council to consider first reading of an ordinance for the annexation of contiguous real property into the corporate city limits of Clinton, located on the southeast side of Highway 56 South, identified as Lawrence County Tax Map Number 616-01-01017. If you remember correctly, several months ago, this is the property right next to Dollar Tree near Food Line. We annexed that front portion of that property. They have, Greenwood Hospital Board has since purchased 1.01 acres behind that original purchase that they made. So this is the first reading of the approval for annexation, that 1.01 acres.
And that's all going to be used for a medical facility?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
I got a question on that.
Wait, let's get it on the floor with a motion, and then we'll go to that. We've got the recommendation from staff, so we'll entertain a motion to put that on the floor for discussion.
Second.
Have a motion from Mr. Kirkendall, a second from Mr. Cook. All right, now Ms. Coxell.
What is the address for that, Joey?
I don't know.
Okay, because I'm just
I don't know if
asking,
it's been assigned yet
okay,
or not.
because on this sheet, it says it's 119 Highway 56 South, and which is a number that does not exist. That would be 119 Jacobs Highway versus Highway 56,
Okay.
if that matters.
I will correct that. When
Okay.
I was doing this report,
I don't know that,
looked
okay.
I looked at the address for
It's the lot beside
Dollar
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
111,
Jacob
okay.
Yeah, so that's where that came from, so I
Lot
will,
beside,
I will
okay.
get it corrected.
That first block's Jacobs Highway.
I love that we have a walking
Sorry.
Rolodex on campus.
I apologize.
No,
No,
that was great.
I'm being for real. I love this.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No, thank you.
But I will get this corrected before second reading.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is for council to consider first reading of an ordinance amending the zoning designation of property within the city limits of Clinton, consisting of .33 acres more or less located on the northeast side of Poplar Street, being identified as Lawrence County Tax Map Number 901-37-09-025, and other matters related thereto. This property is located, as it said, on Poplar Street in the Lydia Mill section. It's on the corner of Poplar and Peachtree. It's all been used for many years as the home store. It was brought to us as the property is currently a legal non-conforming use with the R2 zoning district. And this ordinance will, if passed, will put it in the OP zoning district, which allows for offices, personal services, business services, general retail, general commercial, single-family residential, multifamily residential, and duplexes. So what this is doing is taking it from the R2, which is not correct, and putting it in the correct zoning designation.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, we have this recommendation from staff on the rezoning of this property. I'll entertain a motion to move on with that. Have a motion from Ms. Walsh. Is there a second? Second from Mr. Kirkendall. All right, questions or comments?
So, Mr. Meadows, nothing is changing. The home store,
No, ma'am.
so they're not billing anything, they're just changing the zoning.
That's right. We're making the zoning designation fit what's there right now.
Okay, because you got the home store and then United, and then you got houses around it.
Right.
So,
This should have been done many years ago, but it just hasn't. And Mr. Lindler and the Planning Commission brought it up at their last meeting, so that's why we're doing first reading on this tonight to make sure our zoning designations within the town are correct.
okay, and it will be zoned what now?
OP.
OP.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else? Anybody else? Any other questions or comments? Okay, if not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And motion carries. Thank you. Okay.
Next item on the agenda is for council to consider second reading of an ordinance number 2025-007-001 to temporarily suspend the application of Sunday sales prohibition, the blue laws, within the corporate city limits of Clinton and other matters related thereto. This, of course, is second reading. It's something we have to do every 6 months, and so we're just getting us on track.
Doing it every 6 months. Okay, we'll entertain a motion to move ahead with second reading.
So moved.
Have a motion
Second.
from Ms. Walsh, second from Ms. Williams. Any questions or comments?
I just want clarification. When it says temporary suspend the application, and I know this is the second reading, explain that again.
Well, we have to do it every 6 months, and that's where the temporarily comes in. We cannot do it for any longer period than 6 months.
Okay,
Is that correct, Alan? Correct.
thank you.
Okay, any other questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you. Okay,
That is everything that we had business to attend to.
thank you. Thank you. All right, Mr. Metters.
I know all of you and all of our citizens have seen trucks working in and around the north side of town on our sewer lines. We received an RIA grant a couple of years ago, and we've been in the engineering portion of it, and now they're actually here doing the work now. They're replacing sewer lines, they're lining those pipes, they're doing pipe bursting, and they're also doing point repairs. So if you see those, and most of them have been from North Broad Street over to Adair Street, Florida Street, in that area. So that's what's going on there. We've had several calls about it, and just wanted to let our citizens know exactly what we were doing, trying to make our sewer system better.
So is those the only areas that's going to be worked on?
Yes, ma'am, right. That's what was done in the RIA grant. We're right now working on a CDBG grant that will do some other areas along the same lines on the lower end of Florida Street, Prather Circle, and I think some on Ferguson Street. But that will come later on after the first of January.
Now, was that decided because of the level of condition those areas?
Yes,
were?
sir. Yes, sir. That was the Millers Fork Basin. We have 4 basins here in town. And that was done for the Millers Fork Basin. We keep an eye on what our I&I levels are and what the condition of our sewer pipes are. So we occasionally will run cameras in them and take a look when we're called out for issues. So we got money from CDBG and RIA to rehab those lines. And just like we did one very similar in Clinton Mill 2 years ago. We completed that one.
And we did one in Lydia Mill a few years before that.
No, Lydia Mill is not.
Okay, we did didn't we do a
Lydia Mill is
water?
not we've done water in Lydia.
Right, okay.
Lydia Mill is.
I knew we had done a
Lawrence County
CDBG.
Water and Sewers collection system.
I got you.
So
So
it's-
that's not ours. I'm sorry.
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was,
So it won't come down any streets? It stays on a main, is it staying on
Well,
a
this-
main street?
Well,
Because,
most of our sewer lines are in the middle of each street.
Mhm.
And so they are working in the middle of each street. Like, I know last night they were working down here at the intersection of Main Street and South Broad. And they were there for a good while, got that finished up overnight. So they're trying to work in times of, in areas of high traffic, in times that we have lower traffic issues. But to answer your question, they are working in the middle of each street they're working on.
okay, and I guess the reason why I was asking, because it seemed to be a sewage issue on South Bell and South Bell Street Circle. So that's why I was wondering, I mean, water is constantly, especially South Bell Street Circle. There seemed to be an issue there. I don't know if that's sewage, and then also on South Bell across from Friendship AME Church that I was mentioning to you.
Yes, ma'am. We, I did turn that one in. They were waiting on a locate from the location service to get that repaired, but I will check tomorrow and see exactly where we are on that one.
Yeah, 'cause definitely Bell Street Circle, 'cause I mean, when it rains like this, water is sitting on that road, so.
That's more of a storm drain issue than it is a sanitary sewer issue. But I will mention that to Mr. Tuttle tomorrow, and we will get them to look into it.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. As a reminder, our strategic planning workday is August the 20th at 6 p.m. I don't have to remind everybody of how much our splash pad is being used. Not as much the last couple of days, but during those 40 days that we had in a row of hot weather, it was pretty much continual use every day. So we hit a home run with that thing. Our water line project that we've talked about for several years now on East Main Street is very near completion. They're reworking some of the sidewalks they had to tear up to get the water line in, and they've got some paving to do, and then we will be through with that project and ready to go on to something else. That's all I have tonight.
Can you give us an update on the fire police station on Broad Street, and then also the fire station next to Little Caesar? Is that completed over that way? Is that Fuller?
Fuller Station.
Fuller Station, is that completed?
No, ma'am. Fuller Station is very near completion. They've got a few more things to do. I know they've got to move a rack that houses some computer equipment and fiber. They've got to move that. They've got a few more things to do on the inside, and they should be through with that hopefully by the end of the month, right after the 1st of September.
Okay.
It looks good.
The fire and police department over here, we're still waiting on some doors that were ordered, but they were sent in here wrong. And so we're waiting on those doors to come in and some hardware for those doors so we can get the building locked up. It's in need of the second coat of paint, and we've got to put the floors down. So once they get those doors in, things will move pretty quickly for completion of that. And we're hoping for that by the end of September because of the delay in the doors.
Okay, and then
The recreation complex is moving right along. They've got equipment out there to start skinning the final layer of dirt on the baseball fields. Last time I was out there, they were pretty much complete with the press box, concession stand area. They were putting up doors. I haven't been there in the last week or so, but
They've moved all the big piles of dirt. I rode out there, so out in the field, so I think they ought to be getting closer to
it's our hope that
sod and
as soon
fence.
as they get more of the grading done on the baseball fields and get some of that equipment out of the way, that the YMCA will be able to host their soccer league on our fields at the recreation complex this fall, beginning probably mid to late August.
Cool.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Good deal.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions for Mr. Meadows? Okay, Mr. Stevens.
Thank you, Mayor. I did issue the report, the initial financial close for the month of June. A couple notable things. The revenue for the general fund was hit about 109% of target, so we were about $858,000 over our initial revenue target for the general fund. Most of that was done through the increase in property tax collections that we've seen, and also the impact fees. Those has picked up a little bit more than we had expected for this year. The same thing for the utility fund. The utility fund was 6.5% over budget on the revenues, and which was nice to see because we were actually a little bit low on, for electric, water, sewer, and sanitation, we were actually $300,000 under budget on those. We didn't hit our actual budget on those, but we made it up in other areas. Expenses did also exceed our original budget. Most of that was due to an error that I had on the payroll for the fire department. Not really an error, but we had 2 people go out on military leave, and we had a plan to supplement when someone took off with a part-time person, but it really didn't pan out the way we had expected. So what we got hit with was a lot of overtime for the fire department, which we didn't expect. We've rectified that situation this year. We actually have all shifts at full staff and an extra person. Minimum staff for the fire department is 4. So right now we have 5 on every shift. So if we do have someone that calls out, takes vacation, we don't have to replace. We've gone through the last 2 months actually running. In months past, our overtime for the fire department was roughly $16,000 to $18,000 every 4 weeks. The last 2 4-week periods, we've cut that down to $7,000. So we have that fixed and moving forward. On the utility side, outside of Hurricane Helene, driving up expenses, which I did separate out in the report. The other thing that we were pretty much way over budget on was the new neighborhood installs. Those had crept up considerably, where when I first came in, we had hit roughly about $80,000 in new electric installs for new developments. The year after it hit 120, so we kind of staying in that kind of growth mode. But this year, with the 2 major neighborhoods coming in, we hit over $800,000 on the cost that we had to invest into their neighborhoods. So that's something that won't ever hit us again, because at this point now, all developers coming in have to pay 100% of their electric and infrastructure costs. So that's not on the city anymore. So hopefully we won't see that happen again. But other than that, if you have any other questions on the reports I issued?
I do on your cash flow report. At the top, you got end of January 2025. And then down at the bottom, you have June of 2025. Is that just a...
I just probably missed that date.
So it's, the top should be saying end
You're
of
right.
June?
I totally missed that date. That should say June of 2025.
June of 2025.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how are we with the police department? You was telling me that we were staffed with the fire department. Are we staffed with police department? Are we still understaffed? Or?
I believe, and Michael Addison can confirm it, but I do believe we are full staff according to our budget. Too short.
So we're
still.
We have 1 in process now, and we have 1 open. We have 2
So-
at the academy, 1 graduated this Friday. We just hired on. He's a couple weeks in now, he'll be starting at middle school. Coming day, he'll be in the house on. And then we have those, so we essentially only have 1 open slot, we have the other 1 in process.
So how many officers have we lost in the last 4 months? have something in place. I mean, it seems like we have lost police officers.
We are probably in a better position now than we have been. We actually were completely full, and then we have a little fluctuation, but we haven't really been as good manpower. We're just missing a couple of the schools and a couple other things now.
Okay, I just know you had mentioned at one time we was kind of short, so I was wondering what we was doing to pull that up to retain our officers.
Yeah, some of the things that y'all helped us with, and Carl has, has helped us out.
Okay. And then, Mr. Stephen, on our invoice history here, I would like to see where you have the vendor's name, and I will get with you possibly tomorrow sometime when you're available. I got quite a few questions that I would like answers to, but it would be good as far as the heading, that we have the date, the department is which these checks, and then the description. And that we can carry the headings to each page. You know, I think it's so important that we get that description of why these checks are written, and as far as the date and the department that it applies to. And I won't go through all of this. I would just like to maybe meet with you and Mr. Miller. We go over some of the things that I have questions about.
That would be fine.
Okay.
A lot of what we have on here is really a limitation of what I have available for reporting in Munis. Munis doesn't really give me what I consider a true check register. So this is the best that we can pull out without going and having to spend extra money to do a custom report. Now, when you ask for a description, there's really not a whole lot of space on an invoice record to put a description in. So what you see under that last column that says invoice, and I can change that so I can, instead of saying invoice, I can say description.
So you
But
wouldn't
that's
have,
really the small area of space that we have to put a description in.
so you don't have the capability of doing it landscaping, where you got more room
Good,
versus
but
doing
it's
it.
not a limitation of this spreadsheet here. It's a limitation of what's in Munis, the data that's actually in Munis. And, you know, when they put these in, I don't have a whole lot of room. So like if you see like the YMCA, there's 2 checks to the YMCA, one's for May memberships, and then, which is from our cost, and then the other one is a monthly membership that is pulled out from payroll deductions.
Okay, I was just thinking, even up under the vendor's name, I mean, PPLSI, I mean, wouldn't know
Yeah, but that's
what that is, and WK, you know, as a vendor name.
But that's the way that's the vendor's name that we are putting on checks. So that's an insurance check right there, PPLSI. But that's how that field is directly driven by the vendor name that we have in the system.
Okay, and then I saw several checks for PMPA, so I guess that was probably one of my questions, because I saw like 4 different payments to PMPA.
There's one payment to PMPA, but what you see on there is the split, because PMPA is not all electric. There is IT-related items, telephone items. So the 4 different line items are the different charge codes.
Okay. Thank you, but if we can get together later when it's a convenient time, it's some things that I just like to question on. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Okay, any other questions for Mr. Stevens?
The S&B Lawn Care, is that the cemetery?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, I'm sure Yeah, I don't have Facebook, but, I'm sure y'all as well, y'all, most people out there are aware of the situation out at Rosemont. There's going Facebook Live and stuff, and I've reported it to you at one time, Mr. Carl, but I got a call again once this week, with pictures as well of the cemetery.
That was taken care of, the following morning.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
One more question, I'm sorry.
Well, we're gonna get to y'all council's, question. Well, go ahead with this one on finance.
Yeah, because this is on finance. Did we
Yeah.
purchase equipment, Hustler Turf
Yes,
for
ma'am.
33? So what was that?
That's for the recreation complex, cutting grass there.
Okay. That's what, okay. That's a zero turn or something like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Now, council members, Mr. Cook, anything?
Just wish the school district a very successful and safe year and a great start of school tomorrow when they return to the classroom.
That's early, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. Hey, Ms. Williams?
I definitely, we keep our children and the teachers, staff in prayer for the school year. Want to thank all the city officials that came out to the town hall meeting. Thank you so very much. I asked, you came. I think some of the citizens in Lydia Mill got some very valuable information from the city officials, so I definitely thank you all for coming out and making this a very successful town hall meetings. I've gotten several calls, Chief Addison, that was very good, your presentation, as well as with the fire chief presentation, giving out that information as far as even with sanitation, because a lot of people did not know that the reason why trash was not being picked up because it was mixed. When you mix leaves and furniture and tree and limbs and stuff together, they're not able to pick that up. So I do thank all city officials, and then I want to thank all of those businesses, House of Pizza and Wilson Curb Market, that I asked you for gift cards to give out, and you willingly gave to support the town hall meetings, that I was able to raffle off gifts to the citizens. So I do want to thank all of those businesses that participated, as well as the city of Clinton, Newberry Natural Gas. I think we have a great city. It never failed. Last year before last, I asked, and the city and the citizens of Clinton said yes. Businesses said yes. Over 35 businesses said yes. So I thank everyone for everything that they have done to help support the citizens of Clinton. Mr. Meadows, thank you so very much. And to the staff, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Cogswell?
House of Pizza, I'm glad to see you're back open, and I hope you get your sign up. Going on what Ms. Williams said, just pray for the kids and our teachers and all the staff as kids go back to school tomorrow. Keep them safe.
Thank you. Mr. Kirkendall?
Just to reiterate what's much been said, and it is an exciting time for the school system back in gear. I want to pray for the parents as well, because if it, we need those supports from home to help our teachers and our faculty and administrative personnel to do the jobs that they're designed to do. So that support, that education starts at home, and then they make it better when they come to school. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Smith?
No report.
Ms. Walsh?
No report.
Okay, thank you. One thing, South Carolina Economic Development School will be here this week at Presbyterian College, Friday and Saturday. They do their used to do it all in Charleston, and they're doing it in different areas of the state now. And they've all, Maceo Nance, who's in charge of that, had called earlier and said, we want to do it in Clinton. And so they're going to be doing that over at PC, so that'll be good. Good for us, and good for us to have the Department of Commerce here, especially on economic development stuff. We also had a visit from Congresswoman Sherry Biggs Wednesday, and we appreciate her coming and spending time with us while she's off on vacation. She's not getting much vacation though. She's working. And also, I wanted to add the grandparents on the school thing, because some have 3 school pickups this year. So anyway, it's an exciting time of year every year when we start back to school and get all these children out of the house and back in the schoolhouse. So, okay, anything else? Anybody else got anything? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mayor, I think we did, Mr. Mellon and I and others got some very valuable information from our meeting at Hilton Head. I think several of our classes was very informative, so we did learn a lot. I learned a lot, and want to continue on learning more about our municipal government. So, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Have a motion from Mr. Cook. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Kirkendall. I think he did it first. If there are no questions or comments, all in favor, please say aye. Aye.